Right. Episode 5 of Virgin Island. Well, it really has been an interesting series thus far, but without further ado, let's get straight into it. Right. We have first got to talk about Zach, because right from episode 1, he has been a red flag. And his over exuberance shows, like, I guess some of the point of the show was about losing your virginity, but the way Zach came across was a bit. Well, it wasn't a bit. I'm just gonna say it was full on, and that made everyone else just really uncomfortable. And that for me, that was something I didn't really like. His over exuberance about the whole thing was just really off putting. The first part of the show was, how can I put this? It was equally, if not more, bizarre than the previous scenarios. Like, uh, honestly, I'm trying to think about the whole scene, and it was just really like mind-boggling for me. I just couldn't get my head around it. Also, I wonder how many washes the teachers had to take afterwards. Like having sex with all those people, you've got to take at least like 50 odd washes and just to, like, rid yourself of of them all. Because honestly, it was just really ridiculous. I mean, looking at the show, it's like, I'm sure the men are enjoying contractual sex, but for me, it's still a no for me. Um, One thing though, I do like what Emma was saying about Zach, because Zach was just there just to have sex, really, which is a problem he's got to sort out on his own. Because looking at his behavior on the show, like, for me, he seems to be going down a bad spiral, and that's something he needs help with. And I think Virgin Island is not the one for him. One thing I liked about the show was that Zach actually sought like proper help, because he knew that he had a problem and he wanted to change himself. That's one thing I liked about the show. And another thing is that it was good to hear from Pia, because looking at the show, she was pretty much a background character, the type of person who viewers didn't hear from much. So so it was good to hear from her more often. Going back to Zach though, I mean, you've got to respect the women who are there. Like, I think for me, he went in with unrealistic expectations of the show, and ultimately got disappointed. Bit like the time where he and Kat got naked in front of each other, and he expected one thing, but it just didn't happen. And looking back at that scene, for me, it was it was just a no. Like, if you want something but you try to force it, you end up getting disappointed, and that's exactly what happened to Zach. But I'm glad he sought help though. For me though, thinking about the show, I really do wish that the sex scenes were dating scenes. And for me, I think some of the guests that were there, they missed the entire point of the show. I get the show is called Virgin Island, but I don't think that the whole point of the show was to lose their virginity, but rather like be more comfortable around sex, not having sex, but being more comfortable around it. Although, was there was there really an objective to the show, or did the people there go in with their own objectives? because for me, looking at the show, hang on, I'm just trying to think. Yeah, looking at the show, I expected it to be of the objective of people being more comfortable around sex rather than having sex, if that makes sense. I think one of the weirdest scenes of the show was Kat and Dave just basically playing with each other sexually. Now, ugh, I'm laughing, but it's not funny. Honestly, it was just one of the weirdest things ever. I'm just thinking to myself, like, ugh, like that's for me. That's just setting Dave up for like very unrealistic expectations, because I highly doubt that actually happens in a proper relationship. Well, I don't know what goes on in other relationships, and I'd rather not know. But yeah, I wasn't gonna say this, but yeah, nah, I won't say it. But honestly, that scene between Dave and Kat, that was just well and truly bizarre. Honestly, and I've used that word a lot, but the word bizarre just typifies this show and the type of shows that's on Channel Four of this sort of genre. Like Channel Four really don't play it safe, do they? They're not BBC or ITV. Ugh. But yeah, that's my review of episode 5 of Virgin Island. What is episode 6, the final episode, gonna bring? Now, this is not just for me. Like, I'd like to know what you think about episode 5 and the series as a whole. Like, what are your thoughts on some of the people who are there? Like, which one is your favorite? Which one do you like, and which people do you not like? Because I'm aware that Zach, he has definitely split opinion. Like with some people feeling for him, and with others not exactly having knives out for him, but rather being critical of him and his behavior on the show. So I'd like to know your thoughts on the latest episode, and will you be watching series 2 if there is a series 2? I'd like to know what you think.